Hi there, everybody, and welcome to a pre-season tournament with a special edge to it. I think excitement, the South American Continental Cup, and this is the group stage.
Yeah, this continent has had a rich tradition for exciting, passionate football, hasn't it? So hopefully we'll see a bit of that here.
Coming up for you, America against Manchester City. Here's a couple of players who you might keep a special eye out for today. Alan Smith's certainly going to do that.
Well, we've earmarked these two because they have been in fantastic form this season. It's been a pleasure to watch them.
Well, the tournament's got nicely underway now, and the Latin American flavour of it. I hope that's reaching you at home. It's certainly reaching us in the commentary position.
Well, I think the players will appreciate it, Martin. Some might not have played in this part of the world, but heard about it, how passionate the fans can be, and they've not disappointed the supporters so far.
This is the America lineup. Well, it's 4-4-2 for them today, but we think the middle four might be a diamond, Alan.
Yeah, and it gives them a bit of solidity in the middle of the park. And I think the onus is on the fullbacks to provide the width in this shape.
Manchester City's lineup today. Well, we know, Alan, how they like to play with plenty of possession, lots of short passes. Expecting exactly the same from them here?
Well, you'd imagine so, wouldn't you? That is their default setting, as it were. And as the opposition, I think you've got to stay so organised and you've got to work so hard. It's not a game you look forward to, really.
Here is Diawara. Aguirre. Supporting player alongside. Got the opposition backpedaling a little bit. Hunter! Goal, Hunter! Well, take another look at this, Alan Smith. You'd have been proud of this one.
Well, he timed the jump and he timed the header perfectly. A wonderful example of how to head the ball.
Well, let's take another look at the goal.
Oh, look at the manager. He works hard on his team on the training ground, and he's seen some reward for it down there now.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. That'll be a throw-in for America. Here is Diawara. Aguirre. Put in from the wide area. Defended well. And that header takes the ball out of play. Here is Diawara. Hunter. Hunter! Corner given for America. Here comes the corner. Oh, that's good defending. Aguirre. Referee's officiating properly here within the laws of the game. Quite entitled to give that as a free kick. Although early, sometimes the players expect to get away with it, I think. Well, that's in. It's in off the defender. Just looking at that deflection, of course, defenders do get attracted to the ball. He might have been better just letting it go.
Yeah, there's an argument to say that. I think the goalkeeper behind him is actually getting that point across now.
Restarting at 2-0. Now a chance to get a bit of width into this attack. Trying to find an opening, not panicking. Aguirre. Here's Edwards. Good screening, and he's kept the ball. Played down the wing, keeping the wide attack going. Leroy Sané. Pulls it back now. Got in the way. Well, you have to play it the way you're facing sometimes, even if you're facing your goalkeeper all that distance away. Here's Williams. Could get a goal back here. Keeper controls it, never looked like bouncing off him.
Yeah, it made it look easy, but his positioning did that for him.
Here he is, Danny Williams. Trying to pick out someone in the centre. Good defensive clearance there. It's one back. Williams. Shots on here. And the goalkeeper can take charge now. Baba. Aguirre. Here is Diawara. Not sure how risky this might be, playing the ball around in their own half. Maybe some threat to their lead. Alex Hunter guiding it through, steered through. Could get the ball into the box now. Well, it was considered controlled attacking play, but it's come to nothing in the end. Shot on! Shot blocked here. Edwards. Oh, he spotted the pass and cut it out. Here is Diawara. It is a team that can really hurt you with the number of passes that they play. Sané. Interception here. Diawara. It's a very good interception. Chance to get the ball in the box. Space to try and hit it now. Magnificent from the goalkeeper.
Well, it's all about positioning and spreading his body. Top-class keeping.
Swung in from the corner. Cleared away, well away from goal. Aguirre. Supporting player alongside. Building steadily here, keeping possession. Sané. Now Williams. Edwards.
got his shot off now. Well, it wasn't a gilt-edged chance, but it was really an opportunity for them to start finding their way back into the game.
Yeah, and they mustn't let heads drop because they still have got a decent chance in this match.
And that's really the way to get the ball out of the danger zone.
Here's a chance to go down the outside of the opposition. Gone for the ball.
And there goes the whistle for half-time. And the scoreline is 2-0.
Alex Hunter, what about him, Alan?
Oh, it was a top performance in that first half. Couple of goals for him, and everything he tried came off. He scared that defence to death, and we'll just be hoping to do the same in the second half.
Really heavy clouds here. No sign of a break in the weather, and certainly no sign of a break in the rain. Crisp defending there.
Danny Williams!
Wonderful finish.
Well, they can't wait to get the ball back out of the net and get the game going again, because they're closing in.
Well, much different atmosphere in this stadium now, and it's difficult to call.
Off we go again, 2-1. Aguirre. That's a great interception. Can find some space here on the flanks. Hunter! It looked a certain goal until the defender managed to get some contact.
That's just instinct, but that is top defending.
I know all of you listening want to know whether this is a done deal or not. We can tell you it's not done, but it might be close, but that's still speculation.
Wouldn't it just? I mean, the rumours have been swirling for quite some time. To wait and see if there's any substance to them.
Whipped in from the wide area. And they get it away.
Proper clearance, well away from the danger zone. It's just helped make this team tick today as a central defensive midfield man, and he's put a lot into it, and they're going to spare him the last few minutes.
Yeah, and I think his defenders will buy him a drink tonight, maybe, because he's protected them so well. Soft drink, obviously.
Baba.
Tackle here. Neatly intercepted. That's a fine tackle.
And the keeper kicks it away.
Leroy Sané. Well, he clears the danger. Hunter. Good vision. Played in the clear. Here's the chance. Corner for America. Well, they're still leading, and they've decided to go for a fresh player in the hope of hanging on to that lead. In goes the corner. Hunter! Tipped over by the keeper there. Referee points for an America corner. Put the corner in the middle. Still heading for goal.
And he did well to get to the ball first. That's the best I can say.
And he'll have to go back to the training ground to improve that part of his game.
Well, I thought he should have done a bit better there. He got himself a bit of space and he got on the end of that cross, but the execution not right.
Got to keep the ball here under some pressure. Here's Ali. Guzman. Edwards. Well, I like the look of this attack. In quickly. Sane. Leroy Sane. Here is Diawara. 20 minutes of the 90 still to play. Guzman. Using his physical power to protect the ball. The officials are a bit concerned with the heaviness of the rain half an hour or so ago. They're always concerned whether the ball can be moved freely and whether it's safe to play in that respect.
Yeah, but I think all the fans, some of whom were getting a bit wet, they love to see it. The sliding tackles coming in on a slick surface.
Well, they are behind, so it's time for a change. They've got to try and improve their performance somehow. On the move and able to cut out the pass. Well, it will be a throw. It's gone out off that player there. Just over quarter of an hour left on my watch. Now Hunter. That's very good shielding of the ball. Danny Williams. Edwards. Goalkeeper can only parry it out. Leroy Sane. Here's Dele Alli. Shot on! Not really tested the goalkeeper, but sometimes it can look a bit too easy. He made sure he made the save competently.
Yeah, he did, and he doesn't make too many mistakes, this lad.
Guiding it through the defenders. Strong, powerful clearance. Here's Edwards. Guzman. Hunter. They can finish them off here, and they have done. Game over.
Yeah, they've been clinical today when they've created those chances.
Well, for a fraction of a second, Alan, I thought he was going to keep it out. He did get a touch on the ball, the goalkeeper, but in it went.
Yeah, he's annoyed with himself there. He's his own harshest critic and he feels he should have done better.
Just a reminder, 3-1 it is now, the scoreline. Here's Edwards. Danny Williams. Dele Alli. Well, it's going to be a substitution now. Here's Ali. Read the play well. And the time to be added on here is a minimum of 3 minutes. Here's Pizarro. Football is a passing game, and goodness me, they're passing the ball around the opposition beautifully here.
Yeah, there's been a good tempo to it, good movement off the ball, and they've made the opposition work really hard.
Gets his cross in. Cleared away by the defender. Here's Danny Williams. Maybe the cross. And the referee has ended it here. The manager nailed his colours to the mast with a very attacking team selection, Alan, and look at the scoreline, it justifies that.
Yeah, I think we looked at the team sheet beforehand, Martin, and wondered how it might pan out, but he's been rewarded for his adventure.
What a day for Alex Hunter, Alan.
A really good day at the office for him. Grabs himself a couple in a win. Couldn't be much better.
And as for this fella, not quite on his best form today. Not a real impact in the game.